There are 2 months to go until the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings, and this year's commemorations will involve a special art installation featuring nearly 1,500 silhouettes honouring the fallen.
So if you want an idea of what that's going to look like, Tim Muffet is at Blenheim Palace this morning. Good morning, Tim. Marvellous backdrop. You do pick them, but also, I think, some beautiful art as well coming our way.
Absolutely, a combination of both. Good morning to you from Blenheim Palace in Oxfordshire, a place steeped in military history, the birthplace of Sir Winston Churchill, of course. And today, with the 80th anniversary of D-Day fast approaching, a very special journey will get underway. Almost 1,500 silhouettes, like these ones you can see before me, will be making their way from here to Normandy to take part in the commemorations which are happening there in June. It is called Standing with Giants, and it's not the first time these silhouettes have been used to mark periods of remembrance. It's been going on for about 4 years with other locations, as I've been finding out.
November 2019, and 101 soldier silhouettes appeared on a hill overlooking the M40. The idea was to mark the 101 years that had passed since the end of World War I. But to its creators' astonishment, around 10,000 people visited, raising £25,000 for the Poppy Appeal.
It's a way of telling youngsters, just to be mindful of where their freedom came from.
Since then, Standing with Giants has grown, with more and more installations. This one last year at Fort Nelson in Portsmouth commemorated those who died in the Falklands conflict. But now it's time for the biggest yet. 1,475 silhouettes, representing the number of men under British command who died on D-Day, are to stand at the British Normandy Memorial, close to Gold Beach, where many of them landed on June the 6th, 1944. It's been a labour of love and commitment. Volunteers, young and old, helping create the silhouettes out of recycled materials. Stan Ford is a Normandy veteran and recently came to see the silhouettes being made.
The reverence is there, and with a bowed head, it's really good, really good. I'm proud to be here. I was only 18 when I joined. Very proud to have done my best. Yeah.
My goodness, it is moving stuff, isn't it? Gemma, you're one of the volunteers, aren't you, who helped create these amazing statues. What's it like to see them here ready to go to Normandy?
I'm super proud of the whole project, and to have them here at Blenheim and then moving on to Normandy, it's just a historical event once in a lifetime. It's honouring those that have fallen, so I'm super proud to be here.
And it's not just the silhouettes, but these poppies as well. Tell us about these.
So we had the Women Institute create about 22,000 poppies, which came into us, and myself and a load of other volunteers put them together for the bottom of the syllages and the silhouettes, just to mark those that have fallen exactly, really.
Yeah, during the whole Normandy campaign of some 22,000 British servicemen. Thank you so much indeed. Best of luck. I can't wait to see them when they're actually in place in Normandy. Let's have a quick chat to Emily. You're from Blenheim Palace. This place is steeped in military history, isn't it? It must be an amazing day for you.
It's a really exciting day for us. As you say, we are steeped in military history. We were built off the back of a military result. Winston Churchill was born here. In fact, this is the 150th anniversary of his birth, so again, it's very timely. And of course, we worked with Standing with Giants back in 2020 to host them for one of their early sort of site visits. We had 200 of them on our Monument Hill over here, so it was a fantastic opportunity.
And we just saw a report a few minutes ago. The impact they have, it's profound, isn't it? The bowed heads really adds to the sense of solemnity. What impact did it have on you when you had them here at Blenheim?
It was incredible because it was at the time of COVID as well, so we had a lot of the site was closed, but we had walkers going around. So for the team and I think for all the local community to see them, it was incredibly moving, and we had a brilliant response. It was fantastic.
We can see they've got 4 lorries loaded up, haven't we? Almost 1,500 silhouettes in them. So what's the plan for today?
So the plan for us this morning, we're hosting just the set-off really, so hopefully a few speeches, setting everybody up for their journey, and then they'll be heading off from us here at Blenheim, off down to Portsmouth and then across to Normandy.
Wow, it's going to be an amazing sight when they're in position. Thanks ever so much indeed, Emily. Thanks ever so much indeed, Gemma. Well, you can see they will stand almost 2 metres high, but really the giant reference comes to what these men represented, and they stood tall. And just looking at them here, we saw the effect it had on one of the Normandy veterans in the report a few minutes ago. It is going to be quite a sight when we see them in position by the Normandy Memorial in France. Of course, June the 6th will be the day of the 80th anniversary of D-Day. But yeah, it's a beautiful sight, isn't it? You can sort of take it in here, and Blenheim Palace behind it looks absolutely magnificent this morning. They'll be setting off a little later on their way to France. It'll take about 2 weeks to put them all into position, and then people will be able to, look at them and reflect on what they represent.
It is a very, as you say, Tim, as you stepped aside there, our camera just lingers there from it. It is a very striking, it's very simple in a way, isn't it? But very, very striking image.
Thought-provoking, isn't it? Kind of just takes you back to take a moment and just remember.